Nice to have you here in the studio.
Hi again, this is Chuck McLachlan, and I'm doing a few of these little quickies for you. This one is going to be a little colorful autumn tree, and I'm just going to push it out, and I'm going to show you what I'm using and how I'm using it so that you can catch on. All right? Whenever we go to this quick stuff, I like to be kind of, I don't like to spend a lot of time, and who knows, these may be a sketch for a bigger piece that I'm doing, and so I want to get the color that I'm going to use, and maybe a little bit of the composition, and maybe I'm going to add some more subject matter, or maybe I'll cut some of it out. I don't know. I'm just going to find out. I'm going to find out. But it'll be a picture, and it'll show you what I'm doing. I've just kind of washed this blue turquoise on. It's made by Lukas. It's a strong pigment. Lukas 1862. The year I was vaccinated. But I can see the granulation right in here, and I like that granulation. I'm going to just kind of take these beads out, and I want to start with fall, meaning the orange tree is going to start shedding from the top. So I'm going to add some light warms to it, cool, warm. I'm playing cool against warm. Please see that. And even though I'm going to, excuse me, have a warm background, it's going to work. Just stay with me. Just a few minutes. Just stay with me, and I'll get this over with. I've let this wet. I'm going to add a little bit of burnt sienna. Just kind of push that in there and blend it while the lighter yellow is still wet. I might want to take the water off this brush and push it down in. Then I'm going to go to a little darker on the sienna. Less water, more pigment. And because this paint is still wet, it's going to work its way down, because my board is tilted, and I want it tilted because it's going to do very nice little things, little accidents that are going to happen with the water mingling with each other. I'm going to put a little there's a little red, little cadmium red light, and then let's go to some carmine. I like that carmine, don't you? Oh, isn't that nice? Then a little red purple. These are colors that everybody makes, and they all have different names for them. I happen to be using Lukas and Holbein, but other manufacturers have them too. All right, now I want to just see if that just works the way I want it to, and it will. It's going to work the way I want it to. Let's just go back here with a little bit of Naples yellow up on top, because this is going to call this that's a little bit of sienna that we put on top of this. And in a minute I'm going to show you why. Go to a little lemon yellow for the edges. Bring it in so it's part of the painting, so it doesn't isolate itself out there. Now we'll finish the bottom off with a little bit of Van Dyke brown and old sienna. Now let's add just a little bit cadmium red to that, so it's not so dark and mushy. And really this is an exercise in just seeing what colors work with what. That's all I'm interested in, is I'm trying to find out what colors are going to work with what. And I may just decide that I want to pull those colors together, so I'll just pull them together. Didn't hurt anything, did it? In fact, it helped it. I like that. I like that. That is so cool. So cool. And, you know, where we come from down here in North Carolina, or up here in North Carolina, however you want to say it, and I'm going to put a little blue into this mixture of sap green. And maybe we'll just put a line of maybe pines back there. Huh? How's that? A little line of pine trees back in there. All right, here we go with the pines. Let's go with the pines. Notice how this hand steadies this hand. Porky Slater taught me that. Porky Slater was the journeyman I worked for when I was in the sign industry. That's right. Anyway, so I want to get this stuff in quickly. I don't want to spend a lot of time with it. I'm just going to get it in. Okay. I want to put some blue in here too. I want to have a lot of color in my painting. I hate paintings without sufficient amount of color. Okay, now maybe we'll just take the hairdryer and dry this up a minute so we can come back at it pretty strong. That going to be all right with you guys? You guys going anywhere? You're not going anywhere, are you? No, okay, all right. We're going to take a break and just dry this with the hairdryer, okay? I'll be right back. Thank you, I'm back. All right, let's finish this up. I didn't do anything but dry this thing out, and I'm just gonna add a few little things to it. Little sap green and a little bit of ultramarine blue. You can either use the ultramarine light, and I'll just put the idea of a few trees back there. And this is to give you an idea of get in there and get out of there, and don't be fooling around with a lot of detail. You can get a nice little sketch going, and if you want to go back in and fool with it later on, go ahead. But the idea is to get in there and get it done in order for you to be proud of what you be kind of loose and have that loose uh, feeling about the painting. If you get in there and you just kind of feeling your way along and you got everything down that's supposed to be there, all the nuts and all the bolts, that really isn't going to help you. That only makes your painting nice and tight and doesn't give it that freedom. It gives it that photographic look. Even abstract painters have a nice, great feel to them, and they do that because they let themselves loose and they paint with big brushes and that type of thing. I'm going to put some big color in here now and finish this up. I'm going to put a little bit of the sky color in there and just shape it. Just put it in there so you can see it. You can see it from a distance in there. Okay, that's all right. Put a shot or two right up in here and right up in there, and that's it. All right, let's finish up the road and get on the highway. All right, let's get a nice. I'm going to put two colors in here at one time, then pull it over. I'm going to put a Van Dyke brown and a sienna. Then I'm going to put some water on the outside of the, see how it, when it hits it, just pulls it right over. Isn't that nice? Then I can get on here and shape it out and let the paint, let the water do what it wants to do. Carry a little bit of tissue with it so it doesn't run on you. But if it does run, so what? Gives it that nice loose freedom. And under here, I'm just going to make a little dark so that it shows that the shadow of the tree covers the trunk. And this is something you can do. I mixed 2 or 3 colors here now. All right, now let's finish this up. Here we go. I'm going to go to a bristle brush because I can get it done faster. All right, here we go. All I'm doing is just laying color. Remember I said that I was more interested in the color relationship than I was subject matter. Subject matter is good. It's all right. Nothing classical, nothing that's going to go to the loo, but it's going to give me an idea as to what colors work with what. And if I want to change them, I don't have to get into a big tree, a big painting and find that I haven't used the right colors. So I'm happy with these colors. I might want to change a little bit of them and move them around a little bit and maybe even take 1 or 2 out of there. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at it and see what I'm going to do. So I said to you in the beginning that I was more interested in color relationships, what I wanted to do with those colors, and would they work together, and they look like they'd work. Take some of the detail out. That's where all the that nice texture there. You gotta go there. A little growth up. You gotta go there. So I'm liking it. And of course you can do lots of things with it. You can do a multitude of things with it. And there we have it. We have the orange tree. So anyway, thanks for being here, and I hope you learned something. Don't forget to contact us at Jerry's Autorama. Good day.